la! Your dream vacation to Turkey starts from rupees 79,999 only with GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Hello Bhagyashri.
Hi.
Hi, welcome to Galatta Telugu.
Thank you so much.
How has the interview experience been like?
Quite interesting. I'm enjoying.
Okay. How do you identify yourself? Are you an introvert or an extrovert or an ambivert?
Ambivert.
Sorry?
Ambivert.
Ambivert. Okay. So where do you open up with your friends? You have like your tribe.
I think it depends on person to person. If someone makes me feel very comfortable, then I can be myself with you.
What is your story, Bhagyashri?
What is my story?
Your story. How did you arrive where you are?
Okay. I come from a very small conservative family, Maharashtrian family. So from there, from being in Sambhajinagar, Aurangabad, we went to Lagos. I did my schooling there because dad got a better job opportunity there. And then I came alone to Bombay to do business management. And side by side, I started modeling. It was out of nowhere, just to give it a try. And I felt very comfortable in front of the camera. And then I did lots of TVCs, and some of the people reacted very nicely, saying you have an amazing screen presence, you should give acting a try. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to tell my parents, and my parents were like, no.
Expected Indian parents? Yeah.
Conservative, no.
Yeah.
Pavam, they think, oh my god, my girl, and But honestly, like, it was very difficult to convince them. They didn't even get convinced. But I am a big believer of giving things a try. You should not have any regrets in life. So I went for it, and when I decided to go for it, I knew that I'm waiting for the best things to happen. I don't want to be everywhere. It should be very exclusive and do the best of the things. Yes.
Right. Have your parents made peace with it?
Now they're very happy. Now they're like, that's my daughter.
In one of your Instagram posts, you call yourself God's daughter.
Yeah.
Explain that to me. I found it very fascinating.
Okay, my friends make fun of it, but I'm a big believer in God. Like I believe in the magic of God. And
it's not exactly religion specific. It's God.
It's an energy.
Okay.
Which is there in all of us. But God's daughter, ante, I feel like everything that's happened in my life, the good and the bad and the hardships from childhood, He's protected me a lot. And some people call it coincidences. I call it His doing. So all of it He's made it a smoother path for me, and He's been my guidance. And hence I call myself God's daughter.
Are you a big believer in destiny?
The same thing, right? Me ending up doing the TVC for Cadbury, and then the director telling me you have a screen presence. I think everything unfolds in your life so beautifully that you reach that path on its own. So I never wanted to be an actor, but look at me, here I am now. So it's all destiny. That is the biggest example I can give you.
What was your first tryst with fame like? How did you process it? And you're still processing it, right?
I'm still processing it.
Yeah. How does that feel?
It feels amazing. It feels, I feel very grateful more than anything. And it's like living a dream.
Yes, you're going to judge for your expressions, a lot of things. There's a lot of scrutiny out there. How are you dealing with that, and how important it is to build a sense of security especially for somebody like you?
Yeah, I think it's very important for a known personality to have a sense of security, I think, because everyone's watching all the time. And if you're not confident about who you are, then I think it gets a little difficult. And I've thankfully always had that sense of security and clarity in my life. Yeah, and what was the second question?
How do you build that?
How do I build that? I think failures, lot of no's, lot of hardships. You got to fall down so you can get up and run. So I think that's what happened.
Did you have your fair share of rejections?
Yes, here and there. There are some movies I auditioned for which I really wanted to do, but they didn't work out. But I think I'm very optimistic in life that it's all a learning experience. So, yeah.
Okay. And there's this audition culture that's it's in Bombay, right? In Hyderabad, it's there, but Bombay is like this hub for auditions.
Yes.
Almost all the stars, they must have gone through at least like one round of auditions. Can you please tell me about that? How does auditions work? Because a lot of stars, a lot of people, actors, successful actors, they all have audition stories.
Yeah.
So what are your stories from some anecdotes from those
So,
experiences?
to be honest, I have a really interesting story. I auditioned for Gadar, Sunny
second
Deol
part.
sir's second part.
Okay.
Yeah, and there were like so many girls, like a big set, and that was one of my first few auditions. And I went for it, and on that day, everyone was rooting for me for some reason, and I was in shock because I was like, why? There are so many beautiful girls out here. Why are you rooting for me? They're like, no, you have the screen presence. You look like this. You look like that. I'm like, acha, okay. I gave the audition. The director, he was also very happy. Everything worked out, and somehow the role didn't work out. Probably because they wanted a Punjabi-speaking girl, or they found a better actor. Could be, right? But for me, what I take from that day is. That day I realized that I am meant for this.
Meant for acting.
Yeah, meant to be here because all eyes were on me. So
Okay.
it's that failure that makes me realize that, I'm also supposed to be here. I think it's about your perspective as to how you look at things in life.
But didn't it hurt you? Like at least like
Of course
first
it
few
did.
rejections.
Why not? I was like, oh, that's my favorite movie. Like when I was a kid, I used to watch that. But then, I think you just end up changing your perspective in life and things work out for you.
Okay, so growing up, was acting never on the radar? Never.
Mm-hmm.
Not even like look at Madhuri Dixit or Kajol and imagine it. Okay.
Never.
But have films been a part of your childhood?
Yes, my dad is a big time into films. So because of him, I've seen all those films with him. And then I'm aware of all the actors and the songs. And I'm a big list. Like he loves listening to these songs also, like Kishore Kumar. And he's a big fan. So because of him, I think I'm very much into that space.
Right. What are some of your favorite films? I'm not gonna judge you. So
no, it's not about judgment. See, I have a very short list, I would say, because I like something in every movie. But I love Anand by Rajesh Khanna. He's one of my favorite actors. That movie it touches your heart. It's such a simple thing.
It's heartbreaking movie.
Zindagi badi honi chahiye, babu moshai, lambi nahi.
Yeah.
So that's one movie for sure, I'd say. Sholay, obviously, how can you not love that movie?
Yeah.
And then I love Shah Rukh Khan's movies because I'm big time into romance. He's known for his romance, so I think he spoilt my mind a little bit.
The idea of romance, right? The ideal,
Yeah.
In real life, it's not at all like that. So
Why not?
yeah, but reality is not as flowery and filmy. So,
Yeah, I would say that.
So how did Mr. Bachchan happen?
So Hari sir and his team reached out to my team for a look test, and we all met in Hyderabad, and we did the look test, did the audition, and he ended up liking me. So this is where I am.
Was there any audition process?
We did the look test. We did pictures. Yes.
Okay. How did you pick up Telugu and you dubbed for yourself, right? So how was that? Must have been a very exciting process.
Honestly, I love challenges in life, and for me, it's like, okay, I have to do this. If I don't know, I have to do this. So it's difficult for a non-speaking actor to speak Telugu more than that dub and make sure the base is the same and it comes out beautifully. So I was very excited throughout the process, and I think it's come out good.
So would they give you your lines written in English or Hindi? Tinglish. Okay, so Telugu dialogues written in English. And you would, and this is a, if you prep so much, it'll end up looking mechanical, right? If you read it, it's like Rattamar. If you do that and if you go and deliver in front of camera, it'll look very mechanical.
That's
so how
what
did
acting is about. I mean,
acting is mechanical?
No, that's what acting is about, that you don't make it look mechanical. That's what makes you a good actor, right?
And how was dubbing like? Because acting is a different thing, dubbing is a different thing. I mean, obviously, if you make some mistakes on the set, you have the opportunity to fix them in the dubbing. So how many days did you dub for?
I dubbed for around 7 to 10 days. Yeah.
And how was that process like? Walk me through that.
I mean, in the beginning, I was having a little bit of difficulty, and then obviously Bobby Anna, the ADs were there, the co-director was there, Papu Anna was the technician, so he's so experienced that he used to teach me, okay, you have to put this bass, but say it like that and like this, and I used to be like, okay. And yeah, I think it was more than like that process to be difficult. I was enjoying that process because it's fun, and I was happy that I'm giving my own voice to Jiki. I think that was my happiest moment.
Okay, beyond dubbing, what was the biggest challenge in Mr. Bachchan?
Matching up to Ravi Teja's energy. Oh my God, Ravi Garu is a big time energy ball. Like, it's crazy to match up to him, but I think I've tried my best. He's amazing. Yeah.
So what are some of your learnings from the whole experience?
Some of my learnings from the experience is, I would say, I'm someone who wants to keep improving. So I always like look at my shots after takes, and I'm like, I could have done this better and I could have done that better. And I'm always thinking like that, no matter if the director is happy, because for me, there is no one particular standard of doing good. It's infinite. You can always improve as a person. So yeah, I think that's my biggest learning, that I just want to keep improving and become the best version of myself.
Did you identify your strengths and weaknesses?
Somewhat yes, somewhat no.
What are they?
Strengths, I would say, are everything that you see Jiki is in the film. The weaknesses would be, which is also my strength, that I'm an overly sensitive person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actors need that sensitivity.
It's also, you also need to be very strong in this industry. So yeah, that's about it.
Okay. So let's say if you're looking at this, let's say, where do you see, I mean, this is a typical HR question, but where do you aspire to see yourself in, like, say, the next 5 years? What's the kind of work that you are aspiring to?
Yeah, I mean, firstly, I want everyone to accept me as their person and make it like a home for me, which they already have. So I'm very blessed. And yeah, while becoming the best version of myself, I want to rule the industry.
Rule the industry.
Yeah.
Okay, I got my thumbnail. Okay. Superb. On that note, I hope all your dreams come true. All the very best. I hope you rule the industry. All the very best. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hola! Your dream vacation to Turkey starts from rupees 79,999 only with GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.